So take a minute and think about a colleague that you typically go to for help, somebody that you really value who's essential to doing your work. How did you originally become connected to that person? Most of you wouldn't answer that you found them online. And yet this is the predominant trend in expertise location within businesses around the world. In the past 10 years, there's been an absolute proliferation of companies that are called enterprise search technologies. Now, these solely exist to help you find documents and people that work for you. What a ridiculous problem to have, right? These people already work for you, and yet you can't find them, and you don't know what they know, and so it becomes really, really difficult to connect with these people. And so communities of practice are one way that we've tried to create bodies of professionals that can find each other really efficiently. We say, okay, well, you're not just looking for any professional, you're looking for some expertise in a particular topic. So why don't we group professionals by topic, and then they can find each other a lot easier. The problem is that we don't actually know how well this is working. We don't know how people become connected in the first place, and how they're forming these relationships that they typically go to for help. And so over the past 3 years, I've been studying communities of practice, and one of these key questions is how do people originally become connected within communities of practice? And so we went out and we asked people about a number of specific relationships, and most of them gave answers like this. Well, I became connected to my colleague because I sat next to them. It's not rocket science, right? It's actually really simple. And so when we dig in and started to look at the percentages, we had a whopping 43% of people that said they were connected because they were required to be connected because of their job. Imagine you and your boss. You have a relationship because you have a reporting structure. So 43% of the knowledge sharing connections that we have within these communities of practice, which are voluntary groupings of professionals, end up happening because of the organizational structure. Now, a close second is opportunity. This is people who sit together. This is people who have met each other at conferences. And then behind that comes this social networking that we talk about, right? Which is you've got to get out there. You've got to network with other people. You have to grow your personal network. And then through that, you get referred to somebody else. And then very lastly, at the bottom here, we see that there's a mere 5% of people who are connecting through these search technologies. What does this mean for us? It means that within our companies, search technologies are not working. We have failed to connect people because of technology. And so perhaps the future of knowledge management is not to say, here, come step out of your project and go and search for somebody who has relevant expertise, but instead comes by strategically assigning people to projects so that they're continuing to grow their networks through these reporting structures, through opportunities, so that when they actually get to the point at which they have a question, they already have the networks to support finding an answer. If you have more questions or want to know more about this research, I encourage you to visit our website, which you can get to by scanning this QR code. Thank you.